Ascension Update, the end of the cycle of the ages, a message from the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings. With Canadian psychic medium, Tracey Milne. Greetings, friends. This is a special transmission sent to update us on some major events currently taking place in our universe and within the higher dimensions of reality that directly impact our ascension in a positive and powerful way. This week marked the ending of a very ancient process known to some as the cycle of ages, the precession of equinoxes, and the cycle of the yugas. Whatever we choose to call them, these cosmic ages represent approximately 26,000-year cycles of time where consciousness evolution and the establishment of various ancient civilizations could approach the art of living while venturing between light, neutral, and dark portions of the galaxy. When the original parameters for this particular time-space matrix was established, one of the main objectives set into place was to see if it was possible for a balance between the forces of light and the forces of darkness to coexist within a creational field at the same time. This covenant was known as the Agreement of the Ages and was originally entered into by Source and Anti-Source in an attempt to create balance, offering two separate operational platforms to work with for those choosing the light, dark, or neutral soul evolution pathways. For the purpose of this experiment, it was agreed that 4 of these planetary cycles, each lasting approximately 26,000 years, would be set into place and offered to those evolving under the agreement the opportunity to live from either the light, dark, or neutral perspectives and approaches to living, learning, and growing wiser over time. The Council of Nine was created to oversee the experiment and maintain balance between the dark and light creations. However, this prime directive became polluted and difficult to implement and maintain over millions of years of time, effort, and interference. This Age of Agreements covenant affected all planets and timelines within the universe and across the multiverse, not just Earth. Until now, Earth and many other planets have been bound to interact with the Dark Fleet agendas through this ancient source agreement that allowed for our conscious exploration of the light, dark, and neutral pathways to spiritual and soul expansion. These experiences were meant to come as learning tools, as in a free will universe, all choices have consequences to learn from by adopting one of these 3 main perspectives. But the light-neutral players quickly became overrun with Dark Fleet overlays, implants, and manipulation technologies. The soul lessons we originally signed up for should have taken approximately 105,000 years to learn before our full graduation was possible, but that got changed into millions and millions of years through the efforts of Dark Fleet manipulations. They achieved this by locking as many planets as they could dominate into a dark timeline indefinitely, bypassing our natural soul graduation opportunities on Earth and throughout the Milky Way. Once locked into place, they began programming a replay of our original drama themes into our soul contracts, using additional hidden clauses that burdened us with resolving karma, not ours to resolve. This was done to many planets with evolving life in this galaxy, not just Earth, but Earth was the linchpin in the Dark Fleet's drive to dominate the entire multiverse. Light Team players often chose to remain Light Team consciousness, following the Light Team rules and universal laws, like do unto others as you would have done unto you, even while incarnate in a dark-dominated system. The Dark have no such personal integrity rules. For them, everything they want to have, achieve, or maintain is a trade-off or a deal. For them to serve their dark overlords, there was always something to give up in order to receive personal gain or benefits, and they traded greedily and willingly. This multi-layered, multi-dimensional approach was able to hold the universal collective consciousness captive under the Dark Fleet's influence much longer than intended and not part of the original agreement. However, despite their machinations, an extraordinary and unprecedented event has taken place starting on Sunday, September 3rd, 2023. Thanks to the efforts of the ground crew members currently shining your natural light on Earth, as well as many other star nations under the domination and control programs doing the same, the universal collective consciousness has shifted enough into the light spectrum that an early retirement to the Kali Yuga timeline has been called to a close by Source. On Sunday, September 3rd, a request was made by the Universal Council that we, as a collective of planets and galactic civilizations, be able to move onto a completely light-connected and influenced timeline, as our universal collective consciousness had signaled its readiness for these ascension advancements. By Monday, September 4th, the request had been granted, and the transition into full light field of creation began moving through the densities from the 9th to the 3rd dimensions. This move ends a centuries-old stalemate, moving the entire universe, including Earth, onto a source-connected, light-infused timeline, signaling the beginning of the Age of Light, also known as the Age of Aquarius, we have all been working towards as a collective and as individuals throughout our many lifetimes. Rejoice, dear ones, for this is a tremendous moment in galactic history. We made it. Despite some daunting odds, our graduation timeline has been set, and our move away from the manifestations created through the manipulation by Dark Fleet players has begun. So what does this change mean for the people of Earth? It means we get to begin receiving some higher vibrational frequencies into our consciousness field for processing and embodiment. It means we're moving up into an area of the galaxy that aligns us more fully with source frequencies and with the galactic core. It means that time and space, as we have known it on planet Earth, is changing, and we are moving into a future alternative timeline that is newly created. A timeline where we can live in a field of connection to Source, working directly with Source Light without the previous interference, helping us to remain unaffected by the dramas going on around us, designed to rob us of our attention, energies, and time, and to have us co-create disasters by default. Through gradual exposure to these new frequencies and activations from various stellar bodies, the planet and her people will continue to transform into higher dimensional reflections of self, able to process our conscious desires while fully aware of our connections to Source, and these new higher vibrational frequencies and planes of existence. We're moving into a time when more instant manifestation of what we place our attention, focus, or curiosity upon will manifest more of and in a very short amount of time. We are cautioned to take heed what we let into our conscious awareness, remembering that what we look at looks back at us, which is why during this stage we are advised to become super picky about where and to whom we will give our time and attention to. Over the next few weeks, we will be individually challenged to recognize, then release whatever inner programs we have developed personally or as part of a larger group that tend to lead to self-loathing, self-limitation, and personal disempowerment. Then find a way to decommission and replace them with more personally empowering perspectives. Stay aware of all the ways the Dark Fleet of Earth will use to try to capture your attention. Stay informed of what they're up to, but not hyper-focused on the details as they're reported. Manifestation is happening much faster now, which is why we're being asked to release the need to fix the outside world and simply begin to observe what's going on within our own heart, mind, spirit exchanges instead. This shift of frequency forces all of the planetary inhabitants to shift into these newly exposed planetary frequencies as well, requiring us to adapt to the accumulative impact of the shifting energies, embody and then ground them into the earth fields beneath us. This process can create physical discomfort in those areas where old dark fleet programs are still being stored in our cellular memories. Be gentle with yourself and be sure to give yourself plenty of loving self-care as needed. This knowledge can be helpful when trying to heal, clear, or shift energy away from our pain bodies, keeping the lessons and releasing the pain, releasing non-forgiveness or judgments we have placed against ourselves or another, or any belief or past incident that created trauma for our soul to experience. A precipice has been reached, and now there is no way possible for the Dark Fleet to hijack our journey without us giving them our attention and creativity. But it will be up to us to embrace and embody this new conscious approach to make the transition really stick. Don't worry about whether or not you qualify as having done enough inner clearing or awakening/remembering to qualify for these upgrades, as all humans incarnate have a unique energetic blueprint and natural growth patterns that keeps us aligned with these planetary frequency shifts and upgrades that might be different from one another's but equally powerful. The battle between good and evil is over, and good won, Source won, and we win. So get ready, because our consciousness journey is about to get a whole lot more interesting, exciting, intense, and expansive. Are you ready? We hope that this message has brought you as much joy to receive as it was to send. Rejoice, rejoice, for a new epoch is dawning, and you are right here, participating in it all. Well done, team. Until next time, in the highest light of love and truth, we are the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings. Namaste. If you have enjoyed this video, check out more of our offerings on YouTube, or go to whatcomesnextforyou.com to sign up for your own private consultation, galactic guidance, Ascension Activations, and so much more. whatcomesnextforyou.com. What's in your future?